Mic check, mic check. Are you on?
I'm on.
Oh, Suki, guess what day it is? Podcast day, episode 4. How you doing, love?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I got Miss Glam on the mic, and of course, you got your girl Mo Hazel in the building. How are we out there? Hope you guys are well. Hope everybody's doing and living their best life. That's what we're going to talk about today. But before we get to that, we, of course, have to start our show with Delight of the Week. And, of course, I never look forward to hearing yours. But, you know, we'll start with you. What's going on?
Don't hate.
Give me something
my
good.
Delights. So, this is really good.
Is it?
It really is.
You don't psych me up.
It really is.
Okay.
It's awesome.
All right, what's up?
So, because I got a bunch of gift cards. So, I had to find books. I found this really good series that I love.
Boring.
New series. And they already have 12 books already
Why
out.
are
So,
you
I don't have to
cheesing
wait.
over there like that, though. Like,
You don't understand my
even
pain.
say it,
No,
nerdy.
you don't understand my pain. Do you know
what's the book series called?
the book series is called Chicagoland Vampires
Chicago got vampires.
and Shapeshifters and
Chicago got vampires.
Apparently.
I know they got gangbangers
No,
and
they got, they got vampires and shapeshifters and a whole host of stuff. It's a really good book.
and violence. But
And so, but you don't understand.
so are the
No,
vampires
if you have to
gangbangers?
wait, if you have to wait over a year to find out what happens next in the book,
Then
you
don't
would
pick up that book.
understand the pain. But the book's good. You can't. No,
you ain't
no.
read it yet. How you know? How do you, no? 2 seconds.
Do you have a favorite
Let's-
author?
Maybe.
So if you have a favorite author, and
Is he your favorite author? She?
no, I just found this author.
So you don't even know yet.
But I've read the book, and I want to know what happens next.
Okay, so I missed that. You did read one of the books.
Yes.
Okay. But you got 11 more to go. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever read a series, right? And it starts out bomb ass, and then by book 3, we're like, what the fuck happened?
Sometimes.
So you don't think that'll be the case?
No.
You just that positive?
According to the reviews.
All right.
No.
we'll-
And there may
we'll-
be
we'll
one
circle
or
around
two
to this.
books that I
Chicago
don't care for, but so far,
Vampire
so good.
gangbangers. We'll circle back to
That
this.
is not what the book's about.
Well, I'm happy for you, love.
It's exciting. 12 whole books.
Oh my
12 whole
gosh.
books.
Oh
You know
my
that's going to last me a
gosh.
good week.
You're such a nerd. Why do I deal with you?
Because I make you more sophisticated.
How about let's talk about my delight of the week.
Okay.
Girl. So I was trying to, adult and clean my dresser drawer. Guess what I found?
What'd you find?
Like a million gazillion gift cards I ain't never used. Why are they in a drawer? Like I literally stacked up over, I think, how much did we count? Like close to
Almost
damn near
$200.
$200 worth of cash I ain't never used. I mean, we
This-
talking about like
But this
restaurants.
isn't making you sound
movies,
very, very good.
Ice cream parlors.
You put money in a drawer.
Amazon. Okay, but I just want to know.
You
I
put
just
money
need
in a
you to
drawer
know,
and
listen,
forgot about it.
my delight of the week just proves that Jesus is real. That's how I feel. I felt like Jesus is real. I got all these gift cards. I'm rolling in the dough. I mean,
So
anything
what
I
this
want
also
to do.
tells me is I need
I got
to,
everything
every time I
minus,
come
like, gas
visit, go
cards.
through
I
your
have
drawers and
everything
go
minus
shopping.
gas card. No.
That's what it tells
And
me.
then on
You
top of that,
apparently don't need them. You
I
left them in the
do. I
drawer.
do. I
No.
need every single one of them.
You don't need them.
Every single
You
one
left
of
them in the drawer.
Man.
So I'm going to go
man.
shopping.
No, ma'am. No, man. That's theft.
No, it's
That's
not.
theft.
You've left them in the drawer.
Okay, but I took them out.
Today?
Yes.
Maybe a year later.
Listen, it don't matter. I am rolling in the dough. I'm living my best
I
life.
am going to roll in the dough
With all
in
that
about
cash.
3 months. I'm going to start making quarterly
Girl, I
visits.
got
to the
MasterCard
drawer.
gift card. Girl,
But you can
everything
use
but
the
a gas
MasterCard
card.
for
Of
the gas-
course,
yeah.
exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm winning. Did you see my wallet?
I saw.
That whole side
Hence
got...
why I need to
Girl.
start digging
What?
through the drawer.
No, that's theft.
How's
I will
that
call the
theft?
cops.
How's
I
that
love you,
theft?
but I will call the cops
How's
on
that
you.
theft?
I will report you.
How's that theft? Okay,
You're
fine.
going through my drawers.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Stealing my money.
I'm gonna
I
help
earned
you.
them gift
I'm gonna
cards.
help you clean out your
I
drawers,
don't
and
even
then
know
I
where they
get
came
dinner.
from.
And then I get dinner.
I don't even know where they came from. Were they
So that's
supposed
not
to be
theft.
gifts for other people? Were they gifts to me? I don't even know. All I know is I'm balling out this week. Like, that's about to be gone
So
by
lunch on you?
Friday. Like,
Lunch on you?
no. Lunch for me, on me, to me.
That's stingy. You just said God is real. Jesus is real.
Jesus
Jesus
is
wants
real.
you to share.
Jesus wants me to be kind to others.
Be
did I tell you
kind
how
to
beautiful
me.
you are today?
Be kind to me.
I am. I just
I'm
called you
hungry.
pretty.
I'm hungry.
You
Pretty
know
don't
what?
feed me.
You know what? I could possibly buy the 12 books on Amazon. I won't. But I could possibly buy
Technically, you did.
I ain't buying no
The
Chicago
Amazon gift
game
card?
banging
You did.
vampires. I'm
What
not buying them.
You did buy them. Thank you for the Amazon gift card. I appreciate
Aw,
it. You
you're
bought
very
them.
welcome. You're very welcome. I'm glad you used it for that. I ain't using it for that. I'm going to use my Amazon gift card for something else. I don't know. But once we get off, I'm about to just
Well,
wild out.
Either you furnish the book habit or someone else does.
Whatever. Let's move on to living your best life. Oprah talked about it. Little Duval, made it infamous. Are you living your best life?
I think I am.
What
I
makes
know
you
I
think?
am.
I mean, thank
I
you.
know I am.
Say it with confidence. Say it again.
I am.
That's what's up.
Are you living your best life?
I do. But do you want me to start or do you? How do you know you're living your best life? Let's go into it. When we talk about this, I want you to tell me how was life before you knew you were living your best life? What steps you took to get there? What's it like in the midst of living your best life?
I mean, I think for me, living my best life is being content.
Okay.
And I say content because I know we
Living
argued
happy.
about what.
Happy.
No.
Listen,
No.
the definition.
It is not
matter of fact,
happy.
You looked up the
It's not
definition.
happy. And it's
It
not
is
happy.
happiness.
No, it's not
Happiness.
happy. No.
You lucky this ain't no call-in show because I've been like, please call in and read the Webster version
Content.
of content.
Meaning, because
Don't
happiness.
make up the word. And
No,
Webster didn't say-
because
I don't want
happiness
your
is
definition.
fleeting.
I want Webster's
Happiness
definition.
is fleeting.
If it ain't Webster, I don't believe
I
it.
think content is beyond is more than happiness because you can be content and still have a bad day. You can be content
You can
and
still be happy and have a bad day. I hear you.
and you can't be happy and have a bad day.
Yes, you can.
No, if I'm having a bad day, I'm not smiling
so are
at
you
people.
trying to say content is satisfied?
Yes.
I can't be unhappy and
Satisfaction.
satisfied.
I can't. You can.
No.
You can be unhappy but satisfied, meaning you understand that things happen. You know, you're not going to be smiley and happy with every little thing going on all the time, but you're satisfied with your life and what it has to bring. You telling me there are times at work where you're not ready
the
to
other
strangle
word is
people?
settle.
It's not settle.
It sounds like you're
Not
settling.
settle. It's satisfaction.
You get
Pure and
satisfaction out of that.
utter satisfaction.
Devil is a lie.
So, are you telling me that take your job, them people don't make you mad, but you're happy,
Don't
you're
get me fired.
satisfied
Don't
or
get me fired on my
content
day
at
off.
your
Don't
job?
get me fired on my day off. What you said?
I'm saying you're content, satisfied with your job, but you're not
I'm
always happy.
with my job.
But you're not always happy.
Listen, I just got a new job. Of course, I'm in my honeymoon stage, so I am very happy with my job right now. But I get what you're saying. I get what
See,
you're saying.
there's a difference.
There is a difference. I feel you. I still feel like the better word is settling.
It's not settling.
If you
Settling
are
is,
living in happiness,
fine,
you're
I'll
okay.
take it.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
No, content and
It's
satisfaction is
happiness.
different.
Content is okay.
No,
I'm gonna look up Webster. Keep talking.
no.
I'm gonna look up
Content
Webster.
is
I'm gonna look at
a
definition.
state of being.
Okay.
Happiness is a feeling.
So, what was life like before you were content? Give me some insight to what Miss Glam's life was prior to being content.
I think it was always trying or always looking for the happiness, always trying to do more, be more, and not being happy until you got that. I think that's the difference. It wasn't really, and probably not
weren't
even
depressed.
realizing you were happiness or being okay, being happy with what you are now or content with what you have now, even though you're continuing to strive. I'm not saying be settled or stay where you are and don't continue to grow, but being content with what you have at that precious moment and continuing to live in the moment, but yet still striving for your dreams or your goals. I don't want to hear the definition.
It is.
I don't want to hear the
listen,
definition.
You're about to hear content in a state of peaceful happiness.
No.
I need
It's a
some
state of
horns.
being.
You know what? I'm about to fire Tech Man because we need some sound effects. But anyway,
State of being.
peaceful happiness. The way you say it makes it sound like you're settling. But I now
Not
know the definition
settling.
of content. You are happy where you're at, no matter what.
Yes.
Got it. Content. Happiness. Got it.
No
On it.
happiness.
I
Happiness is
mean,
a
so, you know,
feeling.
did you feel like your life was sad before? Or were you finding yourself, like, when you weren't content, was it because you were trying to find out who you were, you know, trying to find out the woman you're trying to be? Like, what were you searching for again?
No, it's just more of, you have goals. By 30, I want to do this. By 35, I want to do this. By
Okay.
the,
Okay.
you have those goals you're trying to tick
You're
off.
trying to level up. Okay.
And you're always focused on that goal that you can't even appreciate when you get there because, okay, next.
Are you saying you boss lady right now? That why you living your best life? You boss?
I don't think it's necessarily.
You boss lady right now?
It's not about that.
Okay.
It's not like I've accomplished the goals that I want in my life.
Okay.
But it's not so much just that. I'm sure it adds to it because there are goals that I've accomplished, but I've learned to appreciate, all right, I've hit that target. Let's live in it. Let's be
Smell
happy
the
about it.
roses.
Yes, instead of just going, okay, next. Because then all that work
Breathe.
you've done to get there, now you're just, all right, next.
You're never satisfied.
No,
You're settling.
it's not
I
settling.
know that's definitely not the word to use there. I know. I was trying. I just wanted
You trying to be petty.
I really am trying to be petty, but I get what you're saying. You're just saying like taking a moment to celebrate the achievement instead of saying, you made it a goal, you met the goal, and instead of saying I met that level, I achieved it, you're now treating it as if it's another hurdle to get to where you need to be.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
So I think living your best life is appreciating where you are and being happy with your life. Not saying
Happy. There you go. Happy.
not saying that you're not going to have bad days, you're not going to be sad, you're not going to feel like you don't have everything, going together or have everything
But
together.
strive to have more happy days. than
But
that.
just being appreciative of, what? I'm content with my life and all the pieces as it is today.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I'll say for me, I had an aha moment. And once I realized that, then I started living my best life. And the aha moment for me, I had to learn that people pleasing and helping people are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
People pleasing and helping people are two different things. And I got those confused when I was much younger. I thought it was about making the world happy, make everybody like me, or do all these things so that way the world appreciates me. And I thought that was helping for some strange reason because I was making that person happy. I'm doing my part of making the world a happier place. But all I was doing was people pleasing. And I had to really, sit back and think about it. And I think it wasn't until I got into my 30s I had to understand that was people pleasing. Why am I worried about what someone else thinks of me?
Why do you think you were a people pleaser?
Because I got it confused with I had to make them happy. And if I made them happy, then I would be happy. When in reality, we only make our own selves happy, right?
Correct.
I thought that would make me happier. So I'm seeing these people smiling at anything that I did for them, going above and beyond to go out my way for anybody. And they weren't really appreciating it. And therefore, I was wondering why I was getting cranky. I was in my feelings a lot, feeling underappreciated, whether it was either on a job or with some friends that I thought were, my friends, and really they were probably associates or, those seasonal people that were meant to be in our lives to teach us a lesson, and getting those confused. But in reality, helping people is a good thing. But I have to first help myself be happy. Like I have to first be okay with the skin that I am in and not rely on other people's feelings and emotions to make me happy. I can only make myself happy. So I can do that. If it's reading a book, buying something, volunteering to help people, finding my purpose made me happy. Instead of complaining about what was going on in the world, do something about it. But it had to be something meaningful to me. That way, I'm not worried about if they're happy or not. I'm already getting the pleasure out of doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I had to learn the difference of that. And so I could still help people, but it was the way I wanted to. I'm not going to go out my way to people please. And I thought that was helping every single person. Not every person is going to be worthy of what I have to offer. They're not going to appreciate it. They don't want it. There's no point in doing that. But if there was something going on that I felt that I wanted to do, or if I felt something in my heart, help that particular person or do this or fix something in my life, I did it and I instantly got that gratification that I was looking for. Instead of waiting for their reaction to give me the reaction that I thought I was going to get and being disappointed, I instantly got it by picking what I wanted to do. And I had to learn that in my 30s because I do think my purpose is helping people. I really do. But I had to learn I don't care what people think of me. And I somehow
Got
there was
it
a
mixed up.
disconnect. And I thought that if I'm doing all these wonderful things, people are going to think I'm awesome. No, people are still going to think I'm crazy, slow, and all kinds of other things. They're going to they're going to think all kinds of, I'm a weirdo, whatever. And I had to be okay with, I am who I am, and that's all that I'm going to be, and to just do me, right?
Living your best life.
And that's when you live your best life, when you are unapologetically
You.
being who you are, right?
Yes.
So that was a big aha for me. And unfortunately, I let a whole decade of my good years go by. But that's all right. 30s is the new 20. And 40s is the new 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they
By the
say.
time we get there, it'll be the new 20.
Listen. I realize that now, and moving forward, I'm much peaceful. I'm very peaceful. I'm very content, as you call it, which is AK, happiness.
No, it's not. It's content.
It is. It is. My question to you is, because I know I see, like, for instance, me and you, we joke around and talk about petty. Well, the reason why our friendship works is because we are very positive, and we keep it very positive towards each other, right?
Yeah.
We cheer each other on. If you're having a good day, I'm having a good day. If you win and I'm winning, right?
Yeah.
Why can't people do that? Why do we live in a world where there's a lot of people that are negative?
I think jealousy and envy and hateration.
But what's the root of it?
That they're not okay where they are. So instead of celebrating someone else, they're not okay where they are, so they want to bring that other person down.
But now, do you think this is just okay? So I guess I'm just trying to take it from trying to act like I'm a psychologist, right? Do you think, obviously we're not going to say it's like a chemical thing. I'm not trying to go there. But what I'm saying, do you think this is learned? This is from, how they were raised? Or do you think people just on their own making their life choices go down that road of choosing negativity?
It's probably a combination of all. I think it's different for each person. I can't say I'm always positive. When it comes to my friends, absolutely. But I think some of it is because I love them. So I want them.
You love me?
Not today, but sometimes.
You know what?
You talked about my books.
Gang banging vampires.
You
That's
shouldn't have been talking about my books.
But you love me. Most days you love me.
Most days.
Okay, let's go.
So because of that, even when you're having a bad day, the people you love, you want them to succeed. You want to raise them up. And that makes you happy that they're happy.
Yeah.
But people you don't know, you don't have that connection. So it's like, well, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You want to be negative towards them because you're not happy where you are.
Is it really hard for people to just mind their business?
Yes, it's just human nature to be curious and nosy. I mean, we are too, to a point. Like, we don't know those celebrities, but we quick to click on a thing. Ooh, what they doing?
Yeah, but they doing good. I'm trying to get like them. I spy. Listen, I spy for a totally different reason. I spy because I want to see what they're doing
drama?
because I'm trying to get the bag.
But you don't spy on the drama too? The
Okay,
breakups,
listen, if I do it out of investigation. I need to know so I don't go down that road. I look for red flags. I'm constantly looking for red flags. So if I'm barking up a drama tree, it's for red flags for me. You know what I mean? It's like when people watch 48. We're watching the signs of a psychopath, right?
No, I'm
like
learning
I need to
tips.
know if I'm living with one.
No, I'm learning tips.
See, we opposite. But
I'm
that's why I
learning
keep you
tips.
around. You know what I'm saying? I'll be your alibi. You just commit the crime.
There you
We
go.
got this. We got this. But I look it for a different reason. I bark up drama trees if I do, when I feel froggy, out of entertainment. But I do it for red flags. I don't know if I truly root for people.
I don't think
I'm trying to find out if I'm really petty. Like, I'm even trying to go down that road of, do I really?
I don't
root
think
for my
anyone's really
enemies? And I don't
rooting for
think I have
anyone to fail.
enemies.
You know what?
I don't care for everybody.
But, like karma.
Is there a difference, real fast? Is there a difference between enemies and just not caring for people?
I think so.
Okay.
Like,
because I don't care for everybody.
Well, no.
I
but
mean, I bless everybody. I'm
So
just
I
saying, not
think-
everybody's my cup of tea.
So I think for me, indifference is worse than hate or enemy. Because indifference means you really don't care. Like, one way or the other, you don't care. Meaning, I have no feelings. Hate means you have that person has some
Dark
level of
emotion.
control, some level of power over you. So
got
I try not to hate
hate.
anyone. I don't want to give that person that level of control or that negativity over me. But I'm a big fan of indifference. I have a lot of people who I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But that's just because
You got a lot of people you're indifferent with?
well, not so much like by name, but
You got a list?
no, just people who are happen to not be good for me in my life of positivity and where I'm going, you get put in a box over there. I'm real good
You know
at
what my problem is?
What?
My problem is this. I can't, well, some people you can spot that are crazy and we walk away, right? But I end up walking down a road.
That's because you're too nice.
I get attached.
You let
quick.
people in. I don't get attached to nobody.
You know what my problem is? And I feel like I don't want to back down from it because that's what's doing me. I have this issue of giving people the benefit of the doubt.
That's the reason why I don't have friends. I'll give people the benefit of the doubt, but there's a reason why I don't have friends.
Why? You have me. That's all you need.
Hey.
I'm awesome.
Well, and because
I'm not perfect, but I'm awesome.
I think friendship for me it's a level of responsibility. It's a level of.
So? I'm digging what you just said.
It is. You're taking that person in your life. You're saying, I'm going to be there for you. I am going to get to know you. You're investing in someone. Yeah.
Black people watch Friends.
Okay.
You watch Friends.
I watch Friends.
Okay, thank you.
It's not that. I was talking more about your singing
Are you Monica
voice.
or are you Rachel? Which one is you? That way I know who I am.
I may be Rachel in her later years when she had a career.
Good, because I think I'm a Monica.
But I'm Monica when it comes to her, like her OCD and her craziness. Like, that's more me than you.
Yeah, see, I'm a Monica Phoebe. So you're saying you're a Rachel Monica.
Probably.
Because I can be a little ditzy too. So I definitely have a little bit of Phoebe. I'm sprinkled with Phoebe.
I'm not Rachel in the early years of, where she didn't have a job, didn't know what she was doing. I'm more of a
later years.
Yeah.
When you found your Ross. Didn't they get together then? Spoiler.
Yes.
They did, right? They ended it, right? Together, right?
Yes.
Because I missed some seasons. So I remember they were on a break, got back together, right? Right?
You just.
Oh my God, I would fail at trivia.
You need to go Netflix.
I'm not watching
Netflix.
25 seasons.
It's not 25 seasons.
You know what? I like the beginning seasons.
No, the end seasons were great.
Were they?
They were really great.
I think I missed half that. And then Phoebe got married, right?
They all got married, except for Joey.
Aye.
I don't know. He got a spinoff show, and I can't remember what happened with him.
Wait, Ross didn't get married. Rachel and Ross got married?
Well, didn't they propose, I think? Like,
I
didn't.
I don't think you remember either.
Okay, first of all, they did get married. They got annulled.
Yes, I do remember that.
But
right?
he proposed at the end. So basically, you kind of knew they were getting married.
Okay. I feel like I watched the last episode because Monica and Chandler finally had kids. I think they adopted or had a surrogate, but they had adopted. Like kids,
yes.
right?
Okay.
And then they moved out of the city.
Yes.
Right?
Well, they were going to, yes. All right, we went down that rabbit hole. We need to come back out of that rabbit hole.
I'm sorry. We're coming out the rabbit hole. I'm sorry. I do that from time to time. All right. Where were we?
Living our best lives.
Living our best lives. Okay, but back to negative people. Okay, what advice can you give to a negative person? What if I'm in front of you? Man,
I don't give advice to negative people.
Why?
Okay, that's too generic.
That is generic.
Depending on if the person's willing to hear it. I'm a person who I only give advice if it's going to be listened to. If it's a waste of my breath, I'm not saying it.
Is that a pet peeve? Because that's a big pet peeve.
It's not so much as a pet peeve because honestly, I don't think it's anything that they purposely do. I think people don't realize when they're not ready to hear things. Like, I know when I'm not ready to hear things, so I'll tell people, you're wasting your breath. I'm doing what I want to do. Most people know that about me.
You don't sugarcoat. That's right.
I don't sugarcoat. You sugarcoat.
But I don't. Listen. But what I sugar is the truth. I just say it nicer. Bull crap. I say it nicer. I can say the same thing you're saying, but instead you'll be like, now, and I'll be like, so no. Do you see how just in saying no is different?
The answer's still no.
I know, exactly. I just said it a little nicer so somebody, No,
so they continue to try you and continue to think that your no is not a no.
But
so there's a reason why.
I'm not going to back down. But by the 20th no. It's like, no!
Okay, but you have to do 20 no's. You know how many no's I got to do? Sometimes I don't even got to do one. One, sometimes that look is the one that says, oh, yeah, I'm not even going to ask her.
Yeah, but then I don't want to be called mean. I don't like being mean. Teach me. How can I say no aggressively and still
I don't think it's so much as saying it aggressively. You set the expectation. When you say no, the answer is no. And when someone continues to ask me, I don't say no for a second time. I look at them like they're crazy.
I do thing in threes, though.
I don't do things.
I do things in three. I don't really. And so to back it up, I really don't say it 20 times. I do it in threes.
I say 3 times.
I say it no, nicely. The second time is like, okay, maybe they didn't get me. No. And I say it a little bit more firmer. Like, I need you to understand there is no You know, because sometimes my no is like, no, but, blah, 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 blah.
Ain't no
the
but.
second time, it's just like, no, I said no. No is no.
I mean,
and then
I'm
the
not
third time, it's like, no, bitch.
I'm not saying you can't explain your no, but it's not a no but. It's no. If you need an explanation,
I feel like
here's
the
why.
I think the intent.
Here's why it's a no. It's a no.
Right.
But let me explain why I'm saying no. That's okay. I give explanations all the time. I don't care what they think of the explanation. This is why my answer is a no. Sometimes I don't give explanations, and most of those are, towards my needs. No, because I say so.
That could be very stressful going over and over again. Sometimes I do. I don't feel stressed, but I can feel like it's aggravating me. So
some of it is because you're nice, and they think if they wear you down, you'll change your mind. And sometimes you do. So because sometimes you do.
This is why I like to be alone.
You have set the expectation of there's a possibility I can change her mind. Everyone knows there's no possibility they can change my mind. Once I say no, I mean it. So stop asking me.
See, again, this is why I appreciate my alone time, because I ain't got to deal with nobody but me, and I know how to make me happy. That's sad. I'm very much an introvert.
No, you're not.
I think I'm an introvert.
You're an extrovert.
Covered in extrovert.
You're an extrovert
chocolatey.
introvert. Meaning you thrive because you need people. You need connection. You do.
No,
if you're in the house all the time, you need to go out, see people, touch people, talk to people to recharge.
See,
you recharge.
I don't need to touch people. I just need to sit on a bench and be a creeper and just stare. I people watch. I just need to just people watch.
You need people
like
to charge you.
Rear window.
So that's how we're opposite. Because you need people and conversation to charge you. I need
to
silence.
Watch. And I can people watch in silence or with headphones on. I don't need to talk to people. That's the thing. I don't need to talk to people. I just like being around action.
You do. And the only reason why I say that is because we go out and you'll start conversation with random ass people.
No, random ass people start conversation with me. Let's get it correct.
Fine. Random people start conversation with you.
Because I'm awesome looking.
Because
First
you have this.
I'm cute, I'm fly, and I'm awesome.
Because you smiling at people. You giving them the go-ahead to come and talk to me. It's not wrong to smile. You are giving the
manners.
I have manners. That don't mean I give the vibe of, oh, please come sit down and tell me your life story. We go out and people tell you their whole life story, and you start talking to them.
I learned again red flags. I'm all about learning red flags.
I understand that. See, but then you get so energetic of, oh my God, they're so nice, and
you know what it is.
That's why I say you're extrovert.
You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. Part of living my best life
is connecting with people.
No, it's not. It's about being in that moment. Truly listening, and that is a gift I do have. I'll give that. I am truly connected in that moment. I don't have phones. If you notice, when we go out, I don't have phones on me. I don't really check my phones. Even if the person with me has to check theirs, I don't
Is
trip.
That shade to me?
A little bit, but I don't trip. Do I trip? I don't trip. I let you do your thing.
Two phones. Every time.
5 phones? 5 phones.
2 phones.
Okay.
But I don't have 5.
But I don't trip, right? I really don't trip. I'm just, if you're on your phone, then I just start looking around and really being in the moment. And for that moment, I'm really invested in your conversation. And I think that's what
strangers.
Gets me in trouble. That's what gets me in trouble. So give me some advice then, because here's the problem. I'm invested with that stranger.
But you like it.
I'm genuinely interested, but it don't mean, let's exchange numbers. Let's go do lunch. It's not that kind of a connection for me. No, for them it is. Not for me. I'm truly invested in what you have to say. Beyond that, I don't need to talk to you tomorrow. You've told me you told me your whole life story.
Yes.
Why I need to know? What else do I need to know?
But here's how you set the expectation, because you're listening. And then when they go to exchange numbers, I'm not saying change that. Yeah. That's one of the things that makes you great. But then you're connected. Cruises. How many people from cruises have you met that you are still friends with? Them people are meant to stay on the boat. Those people are meant to stay on the boat.
No lies. We always say no. Listen.
There's no way to clean that up.
I don't talk to people on the boat. You talk to people on the boat. Nah,
they stay on the boat.
Nah, we ain't gonna go there. That's another show for another day. You got one friend.
I don't talk to them no more.
Okay. Anywho.
No more. You still friends with the people on your boat, and that was before we went on the boat. You still talk to them. Do you take vacations with them?
No.
Do you meet up with them when you happen to go to their city?
No, listen, see, you're getting confused. I actually keep in touch with people that I actually knew from high school, middle school, things
No,
like
I
that.
know that. But there are people who you know from the boat. Because I remember going on your Facebook page and you were like, oh, they were people we met on the cruise. What in the hell?
That's different.
That's not different.
Going down this rabbit hole, we were all on the boat celebrating someone getting married. So
Okay.
we all were there for this particular wedding couple. And all know each other.
I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about one of the
about
first
just, like, people on
cruises
the-
you went on with your husband.
Oh, well, listen.
And they are still your friends.
Well, that's different. We connected.
It
And that
goes
was
back
genuine.
to, I'm not saying it wasn't genuine. It goes back to you being an extrovert. That's what I'm saying. You may say you're an introvert, and I'm not saying you don't need your alone time. But what I'm saying is you get your batteries charged, your internal self-care from talking to others, whether you know them or not, and having that genuine connection. That is your recharge button.
There's a lot of people on Earth. I feel like are you content with just knowing 6 people forever?
Yes.
See, and I feel like I can learn something from each person.
I don't even
and
know.
that's truly what
It's called
I do.
the internet. If I need I can
listen,
Google
I do
and
think
research
people
and books.
should connect more with strangers. Not like stranger danger, like not like
You know
go out
what?
your way. If it's a genuine link up and the conversation's good, you can truly get something out of that conversation.
I don't disagree. You know what? You get yours from real people. I'll keep my friends are in books.
Yeah, gangbanging vampires.
They're not gang banging.
Chicago.
They're very sophisticated and elegant.
Are
Thank
they?
you
They
very
live
much.
they live on the upper side.
I've never been in Chicago, so I don't know. But I'm supposedly Hyde Park.
I feel like that is not in Chicago.
I don't know.
I know there's a Hyde Park in say London.
I don't know. Hyde Park.
Is it?
That's
in the
all
book?
I remember.
Was that in the book?
Yes.
Okay, maybe there's a Hyde Park. Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
My friends are in books. Wanna know why? There's no responsibility. And there's nothing I have to do
They're
with my.
not real. Vampires aren't real.
It's not
Can you
about
at
the
least- can you at
vampires.
least
It's
read
about
a
the
book where
people.
there's actual people, like people.
They are people.
They're vampires.
Not all of them are vampires. Some of them are sorcerers.
50% of
Some of them are
Swa-
shapeshifters. What are the other ones? Fae?
I can't.
I don't know. There's a
I
whole bunch of
can't.
things. But they're regular people too.
Listen, we're going to wrap this up because you going to make me box you on air.
Why?
They're not real.
Okay.
They're not real. What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is I get my charge internally
No,
from.
about living your best life, not how you get your charge from vampires.
I didn't say charge from vampires.
messing with
I
you.
charge being alone in my own space. But part of it is
Is
I
that
think
a part of living your best life?
is knowing you.
Charging,
No, I think some of it is living your best life is knowing you and being okay with you. Because, like, for instance,
so being you, doing you and
Yes.
being you.
I know that people may think me and my books are boring. I don't care.
I mean, hella boring. But I love you.
enjoy my books. That
Okay.
is my recharge. That is why I don't rampage around the world and kill people. It's because I can go in my little hole and read books.
About
and
people killing people. About vampires killing people.
they don't kill people.
They just suck their blood and make them
They don't do
vampires.
that either.
Okay.
They don't do that either.
Okay. Do they gangbang? Just a
No.
little bit? Okay. But no. Okay. But what about and just to piggyback real fast. So do you be you, and then also
Self-care.
self-care. Okay, I'm with it. And then also appreciating and taking gratitude, stopping and smelling the roses.
Yes.
You know what I mean? All along your journey.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be your aha of living your best life.
I think so.
Okay, and for me was, the people pleasing versus helping people. And just so you know, when I do talk to these people that come up to me, because I'm awesome, just to be clear.
No, it's because you're
Um,
smiling and bubbly
I
and
mean,
hi.
if I look like,
That ain't even why. They
a
be little old
model,
ladies.
like
They be little old
tamed
ladies who
like-
be, oh, hi, how are you? And you start whole conversations.
I mean, respect your elders, but nonetheless, I feel like just so you know, learning something from different people, right? Even when you travel, learning stuff from different people.
you're just a
can
collector of
heighten-
people.
I'm a
You collect
collector
people.
of knowledge.
You're a collector of people.
Positivity, and sometimes I'll get little nuggets that will help. That I find authentic to me that'll help me live a happier life. Like I can learn something from somebody, like get a gem from somebody. I never underestimate the power of a stranger offering me a nugget of wisdom. I won't neglect that opportunity. So that's a part of living my best life. And then 2, people pleasing versus helping people. But like I said,
And
going
I
back
will
to
say,
that,
you
just
have
to be
gotten
clear,
you have gotten a lot better.
I think so,
You
right?
have gotten a lot better.
Thank you.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Oh, whatever. Well, you know what? You've been nicer. So
No, I
back
haven't.
at you, babe. Back at you.
No, I haven't.
Moving on. Are you ready to go from living our best life to being a little petty?
Pettiness is part of living your best
It
life.
is. It's cathartic.
It really is.
Definitely. Well, you know what? We see how we agree on that. I mean, this is why we're good together.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Petty Word of the Day. This is a segment for those who haven't been listening to the episodes. Petty Word of the Day is pretty much we're going to learn a word and teach you a word because we're trying to just seem intelligent. But to make sure you understood the word, we're going to put it in a pretty petty sentence. So, Miss Glam, you're up.
No, you go ahead. Go first.
I don't think I'm ready for your clap back. But anywho, this June is the word of the day for me. This June. It's breakfast. This June is breakfast. My sentence. After begging and begging, my bestie finally proved she loved me, sorta, by making me this June, which consisted of creamy, cheesy grits. However, next time, put some shrimps in it, heifer.
Okay.
That wasn't too petty. I gave you a compliment. I said I loved you.
Okay.
I don't like that okay. But go ahead.
So my petty word of the day
Go ahead.
is genuflect. It's a
Genuflect.
It's a verb.
Okay.
It means to lower one's body briefly by bending one knee to the ground, typically in worship or as a sign of respect, a show of deference or civility. In my petty sentence, after those delicious cheese grits I made
How did
for
you know
my
I was talking about them
bestie,
cheese grits? Go ahead.
she should have genuflected, but I'll take her eyes rolling in the back of her head as the
did.
worship my food deserves.
They did. They rolled. They rolled. They were really good. Next time, put some shrimp in it. But they were good.
I could not make you no more, ever.
You know what? I'm gonna be quiet. Hey, you guys! That's the end of our show. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. We're gonna end with cheesy grits are bomb and my eyes rolled. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Miss Clam, did you have fun today?
I had fun.
I did. I enjoyed this. You guys, if you like what you heard, follow us, make some comments, show us some love. And until next time,
Until next time.
we are out.